Middle school is a period of truly profound transition for our young people. Students are beginning to navigate a fundamental shift in their academic and social development, as well as their personal development. They move from the structured environment to a dynamic schedule that takes them from classroom to classroom, preparing them for the complexities of high school, college, and beyond. They need to manage expectations of different teachers with varying teaching styles and take a greater responsibility for their own learning. For these young adolescents, the stakes are now higher, but so are the rewards. Even as they're taking on these new challenges, middle schoolers are navigating a period of personal development that will shape their social and emotional growth. They crave more independence, and yet they still need structure and guidance from their parents and educators. It's at this point where they begin to learn the skills that will be critical to their autonomy, including time management and self-advocacy. As educators and administrators, it is our role to help balance this, providing support and structure, but also true empowerment. By helping these students continue their learning journey while also discovering how to become more resilient and adaptable, we can set them up for success. When I introduced the Writing and Science Initiative at Patterson Public Schools, I knew I was jumping headfirst into one of the top challenges in science education, getting students to meaningfully engage with scientific concepts and language. This barrier can make it difficult to grasp fundamental ideas. To shift this dynamic, my teaching staff under my leadership is encouraging students to think like writers rather than readers of scientific text. By writing about science concepts in their own words, they are deepening their comprehension and ultimately improving their confidence in the subject. And this confidence is the key to success. This initiative is highly hands-on. Students are keeping journals to document their observations and reflections and to monitor their own progress. Rather than simply memorizing science terms, they are analyzing data and translating it into clear, structured explanations that they and their peers understand. This not only improves their scientific reasoning, but it also reinforces critical literacy skills that translate both horizontally and vertically. These summaries students are writing prioritize clarity and plain language over complex technical jargon, and the more progress they make, the more motivated they are to continue and expand these skills. To ensure we're making an impact, we're utilizing a series of benchmark assessments throughout the year. These benchmarks have shown a high correlation with NJSLA performance, and it has been so rewarding to see the test scores climbing up and up. But those are just numbers on paper. The real proof is the feedback from the students themselves. They are more confident, their overall reading comprehension has improved, and they're excited about science in a way they've never been before. They were truly more prepared to apply scientific reasoning and principles in the real-world challenges they will tackle throughout their lives. And I'm really excited to see where this takes them. When the COVID-19 pandemic forced schools into remote instruction, I knew that my approach to teaching AP biology would have to shift dramatically. With limited live instruction time and unpredictable nature of remote learning, I had to make every lesson count. Although this was challenging, it led to one of the most significant opportunities for professional growth in my career. A key adjustment was shifting my focus from an instructor of information to skills-based learning. I structured my lessons around the analytical skills students would need to process information independently. I designed assessments that pushed them to think critically rather than simply memorize fact. This gave them the tools they needed to be more self-sufficient, which was critical. At the same time, keeping students engaged also required a better understanding of how to motivate them. The pandemic took a toll on everyone's mental and emotional health, and the sense of isolation made it hard for many students to stay focused. I had to experiment with different strategies, which included incorporating more interactive tools and offering more check-in opportunities. And this helped foster a sense of community, which is just as important as high-quality instruction. I also needed to reflect on my work-life balance, setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care. This wasn't easy, but I know that I emerged from the experience with greater empathy and deeper understanding on how to foster independent learning. It reinforced my role not only as a teacher, but as a guide who equips students with the tools they need to face and conquer adversity. Today, thanks to the lessons I learned during the pandemic, I'm a stronger and more confident educator and leader.